Ron, thank you so much for the answer to these questions. Great questions from members. We do ask you to keep them coming because we do like doing these chats every week. And with that, we'll ask another question from a member. Ron, can you further explain the heart-mind connection? As I comprehend it, the heart is where the universe is accessed, and the mind is the receiving transmitter vehicle. Is that correct?
I would say yes, that is correct. Our mind is the only thing that is not tapped into to all knowledge. Our body is tapped into all knowledge, and that's why when you cut your finger, then somebody's fixing your skin and patching it all up. These are things that we don't really understand, but the heart does can communicate with the mind if the mind will allow it, or if the mind will say, I'm going to get the heart's understanding on this. Um, when you start your ascension process and when you start receiving revelations from the Spirit and from Yeshua and from anybody else who really wants to come and talk to you, then um, your mind, it can be a block to all of that. Now, the mind is the greatest creates the greatest resistance you have in your life, but it's responding to what the negative aspects of the cabal are teaching you or have taught you. We've been conditioned not to think. We've been conditioned that we are slaves and we are not um, sovereign, and that we have to listen to them to do everything in life that we want to. I mean, it's what we have to deal with. Okay, so when if we want to in order for us to stop going that direction, start penetrating into our mind. How many of you have asked your heart to intercede into your mind to get a different perspective from something that you're doing? How many of us have realized that the heart will respond to our commands? See, I'm the Lord God of my being. And when I do commands, I say, I command my prime creator and the Lord God of my being, which is me. So I'm commanding myself for certain things that I want, but I'm taking over, see? I'm using my creation energies in those commands. And if I do that consistently, then I form habits and ideas. And, some of the things that I ask in commands, not ask, but command, um, you don't write down. I have not seen a lot of them written down. Some of them I have, but they're the things that I'm commanding personally, not from somebody else's ideas. And those are the most important things because those are the ones that come from us and through our heart. And so allow the heart to take over. Now, the heart does know everything. The heart knows everything. If you were to use your heart in all of your decisions, if you are allowing that input, asking for it to take place, then there's magic that can happen in your life. And when I say magic, it'll be magic to your mind, but it'll just be a natural process for your heart. So we have to take control of this. Our mind, tell our mind to coordinate and be in harmony with the heart for the decisions that you're making, so that you can come to the right conclusion about things. Because your mind is cabal. It's cabal oriented. Our brains have been taught not to be responsive. They want our minds to be the active thing. That's why they want us to go to school. That's why they want us to do all of these different things that support the cabal's way of doing business. And understand when we get out of the cabal's way of controlling us, hearts will take over and we'll work in harmony with our minds so that the right things can be done right for us. So we can make the right decisions. That is this person a good direct? I've got 3 people here. They're applying for this job. Which one should I choose? Well, they're not going to give you an answer. They're just going to say, well, what do you think? Well, I think this person over here seems to be a little bit more qualified. And so this might be the one I want to get or want to hire. Well, inquire about that. And, from my experience, they say, well, we like your thinking. I think you've thought it out and give you good feelings about the thoughts that you've been having. And then that's kind of my answer to the question, because I've thought it out. See, I'm part of what's going on. They're not telling me, because this is my life. It's my responsibility. It's my stewardship. It's my sovereignty. They won't cross over that. But they have a conversation with you that basically you feel what they're saying, and then you can make your decision. So the heart knows everything. The mind knows things of this world, what you've done from rote memory. You got to get them together, and then you can have the best of both worlds. I hope that helps.
Ron, that was a great answer. So, so heartfelt, came right from the heart, and that was awesome. So,
Thank you, Don.
appreciate that very much. And with that, we'll be back with another question.